Hey folks, Dave here, and welcome to episode 12 of my Empire Total War American Road to Independence Let's Play series. The year is 1791, and things are about to get really interesting here. We're about to start making some pretty bold moves, and kind of stop just defending our borders here. So we managed to capture Canada, and mostly hold it. We're still trying to track down this one rogue army up here in the northwest of Upper Canada there. He's really our only concern up here in the north, though. Everything else is pretty locked down. Boston and New York have been well defended through quite a few battles, including one on the river there in the last episode. If you guys missed that massacre, you might want to go back and check that out because it was pretty intense. Had kind of a knockdown, drag-out fight over that river crossing there. I gifted France Acadia up here, and they appear to be finally building some troops. I really hope they get moving here and give me a hand. As far as my bold moves go, I've scouted out the southern territories here, Florida, Georgia, the Carolinas, and they are more or less empty. Just some militia, some provincial cavalry, a few guys hanging out down here, and all their troops have been streaming north through Pennsylvania to try to reinforce troops that are attacking New York. So my plan here is to get one of my leading generals, probably General Garth Bond here, seeing Washington is now dead, died of old age. I'm going to get him on this small fleet we have here. Try to duck down past the British fleets, plural, and probably just land right here in Florida. And with Florida taken, I'm just going to burn a path straight north, all the way through Williamsburg, Maryland, and probably leave Pennsylvania for last. Just charge in there. Let's see how our income is looking. We have almost 4,000 gold per turn coming in. So we may be able to actually field one more army. We'll see how that goes. We'll leave these two main armies here to defend the lines at New York. We have more troops coming in to finish topping off that army right there. Who is our general here? Aldred Gilpin. Alright. My current plan for intercepting this army up here is to basically force their hand. I'm going to come up in the rear with General Knox while moving north with Giles Nordell and west. Kind of a pincher movement there. I hope will leave them with no choice but to engage. It is a good-sized army, but it's a lot of militia. I think either one of these armies should be able to take them. I am going to duck our fleet into the harbor here for protection. Our dock at New York is damaged. Let's cancel one of these troop recruitments so that we have the funds to repair that dock at New York. Our harbor is just too important not to. There we go. Cancel that one regiment of line infantry, and now we can repair the harbor. So let's get some more gold coming in here. We need to give Giles Nordell's army, or sorry, Garth Bond's army, at least one more turn to replenish before they pack up, head south, and start tearing it up, I hope. It's going to be a bit dicey getting that fleet south, but as long as we scout it out carefully and watch to make sure that their fleets are either at harbor or out to sea, I think we can make it. So as I end my turn here, let's make sure that we watch to see where their ships are moving. That's going to be very important here very soon. Troop movements here in Pennsylvania. Ooh, nasty fleet off the coast of the Carolinas, of course. Okay, he appears to be just meeting up with some more ships from Yorktown, Virginia. Yes, and their army is going for the pincher movement up there in Canada. I am okay with that. Technology advances, improved animal husbandry. That will help our farms out. Farm upgrades. So we have a regiment of horse and cannon here in Boston. Well, this army is getting a bit uppity up there in the Iroquois territory.
Make ready.
So Garthbon's army needs one more turn to fully replenish, so they're stuck here at least a bit longer.
Ready and
Our second army here in New York could use another regiment of horse and line infantry. Or let's do a cannon, and then how many grenadiers do we already have? One unit of grenadiers and 2 rangers. We'll do another unit of cavalry to add to General Gilpin's army. I am going to move General Kitchener north to fortify that northern section of New York, seeing this army is running around up there. Our green army down here will fortify New York, seeing he currently has plenty of reinforcements.
Ready for
At last, we are within engagement distance of this army up here in Canada. And before we spend the rest of our money, let's go ahead and press that engagement. Here we are in some beautiful Canadian countryside. Very pretty up here. Almost makes you wish that the ground would not be stained with blood very shortly. But it will be. Looks like the British forces... yep, they do command the high ground. That is not good. They have a lot of artillery, and if they use it correctly, that could be devastating. I'm just going to go ahead and spread my lines out here. Get one unit of cannon here on the far hill. Not much of a hill, but I'll take it. It is kind of out of the way, too. My howitzers here behind this tree line. Make sure all cannons are deployed. And here I'm basically just going to fill out my lines. This army does have a lot of militia. My army, that is. Not great, but they're pretty experienced too. We have a good commander. I think we'll do alright. My general should probably hang back here. Get my cavalry up front, of which I have a lot. Wow, I've got 2 big units down here on the left side too. Yeah, I think this will work okay. Not a bad deployment there. Kind of surrounding them a bit. Here are the British lines. Ooh, our cannon fire already took out one of their cannons. They still have 2 of the rolling cannons in this group. One of them is down. Really hurts the morale there. Comes more cannon fire. Fell a bit short and over. It's alright though. We have some mounted tribal auxiliary going to our right flank there. If they want to fight, we can fight. I mean, they're outnumbered 3-1 there. They do have muskets, but they fire them on the run. Very slow to reload. Yeah, these guys are just charging right in. What are they doing? Our first 2 units meet them on the front, and then our second one come around from the side. All their shots missed because they were charging uphill. And they're already tired from running all the way to my line. We've only lost a single horse so far. They have lost over 20. We've lost 2 horses now. They only have 12 left. I don't think they like that. They don't appear to be using the hill. Oh, there comes the artillery. Alright, they're hitting my general here. Fall back, sir. Fall back. I'm gonna want to reposition, I think. They have far too much artillery to just sit here. I'm gonna get butchered. I want this cannon on the hill that we took over here. Those horrible Fife players are back. We'll be spread a bit thin here, but our movement is causing them some panic, it looks like. They can't figure out which way to counter my advance. And once I have this cannon positioned on the hill, I'll be looking right into the side of their lines. Hopefully my howitzers will be within range too. It's just a massive line of artillery that they're throwing at me. Another advantage of advancing closer is I'm putting more of the crest of the hill in between my army and their cannons. And they're kind of down in the hollow back here, so now they're bouncing shots off of the back of the hill. Most of it's landing harmlessly in front of my army. Some of it is still skipping into them though. Yes, my howitzers are now within range. And I have cavalry behind them as well. Not too bad. I'm just gonna silhouette these guys on the hillside so they can see them coming. Let them sweat a bit. What is this group of AI doing? Charging for the hole in my line. But they're going to take some withering fire before they get there. My Minutemen are pretty decent shots there. Just broke their charge. Let's find some good high-range units to drop artillery onto. Hessian line infantry, there we go. And now we have a cannon on the hill. Here goes their mounted troops charging in once again. Now they're tired and injured. What are they doing? That opening, kind of the weak spot in my lines, is just too tempting for them. They're all by themselves. Yep, that broke that charge. So many cannonballs whizzing around. I'm still taking losses. Very cool flags. I love the sound effects too. Cracking in the wind. We're going to be a bit brave here. And we're going to advance on their flank. We'll just leave that one unit of militia back there. There's that line infantry. It's actually a line infantry, 112 men to guard the cannons with support from our mounted dragoons. I'll pull them back so that our line infantry can march forward. Oh man, our cannons are just raking their lines from the side now. They're gonna be surrounded here very shortly. Lots of dead men back here from all that cannon crossfire. Oh, that's a lot of deaths right there. Lots of blood. Cannonball went right through there. So we have militiamen, minutemen, line infantry, and actual militia. I'm just going to pull all of them into the woods back here. Attack from the tree line. This cavalry back here will mop up anyone who tries to run. We'll take the high ground on their right flank, my left flank. These units up front here are doing a pretty good job of keeping their attention focused to the front while I flank them on basically both sides there, and the artillery is just still raining in. I'm gonna pull this cannon over here, and it'll take a while to get here, but I want it on this hill. Oh, they are engaging. Crap. Form lines. No, not a giant mass. Form lines. Good grief, guys. Looks like they're gonna try to meet my attack. Battle in the woods, battle in the plains. Wow, the volume of fire from my line infantry just broke that militia, despite them getting their first volleys off. Very minor losses, wow. Alright men, take this hill. Take up positions. Battle in the woods is going pretty well. They're in full-on panic mode now. Here comes my cavalry to charge them in the rear, in the deep of the woods. Let's have these lines hold fire. Charge this Hessian line infantry on this hillside. here in the rear. All my cavalry mops them up. My woods boys here are gonna re-engage, move up slightly. Press, press, press. Have these guys close ranks a bit back here. Everyone get to positions. Let's pull this horse back a bit. We are now almost completely surrounded. Got some brutal crossfire from all sides, basically. I like how this is going right here. My militia's getting a bit nervous. We've got reinforcements arriving here on the left flank. Now it's a party. Oh man, it's like the pit of doom down there. Artillery dropping, musket balls from all sides, panic, disorder, and as they try to retreat, cavalry on all sides. Let's move these dragoons up here to help with the mop up. Bring in all my cavalry and let's just run these guys down and ensure that Canada is American owned for the duration of this war. The lines are shattering. Let's get our cavalry right in there. Mix it up. Have our dragoons intercept these boys, and let's have all of the artillery now hold fire. Bayonet charge. My horse go? Oh, they're mixing it up here. That was bold, but it appears to have worked. They just had so much artillery that we could not sit still. Let's go ahead and take position on the hill here. They're still charging with bayonets. Let's have these militia charge as well. Fix bayonets! Just a tide of soldiers through that forest. Oh, they're pulling out hatchets. Tomahawks. Oh! Well, there go the standards. Waving in the charge. I would say that that's a pretty thorough victory there. Looks like a few of their units are going to escape off of the map, as the border is right here. Not all of them, though. That's for sure. I believe that I'm gonna call this one finished. That is a pretty strong victory there. We deployed almost even numbers. The British had about 48 more men than I did. We lost about 452 men. They lost 1,800. Crushing defeat for the British. And we are going to press that chase.
Make ready. Mark. Yes.
It's going to cost 1,600 there to reinforce and replenish that army, leaving us with not a whole lot to work with as far as funds go. We'll add one more unit to our Canadian Defense Force here. Let's give them one unit of actual line infantry. Our northern borders are almost secure, as we do still have that alliance with the Huron, as well as a trade agreement. And despite the fact that the Iroquois are allied with the British, we have a very friendly relationship with them thanks to trade. And let's see what else do we have there. +8 national leaders command respect. Who is our national leader? Our president is Leroy Hampton. And oh yes, he has some high quality traits. He is very well respected.